It's a good way to call it right now, Katie. We are watching it. It's actually over Hispaniola at this time. And you know what? Still about 1,300 miles away from the first coast. So we still have time to watch this. And there still remains plenty of uncertainty in that extended forecast. But let's break down what we know now. Well, it is moving over Hispaniola here. We got some showers out there. Hurricane Hunters just flew past it and giving us some readings out of this. But you know what? The mountains of the island here really just ripping this apart for the time being. And really clear, you got convection towards north, towards the south, but it's struggling over the island. It's what we expect. And that is the reason why, as we look ahead through that forecast, the formation potential doesn't really increase until this starts to pass over Cuba and gets out into the Gulf of Mexico. Now, compared to 24 hours ago when we had that potential of a storm over the eastern side of the Florida Peninsula, it looks more and more likely we're going to see something potentially develop on the west coast, that is into the Gulf of Mexico. Now, where exactly it's going to go and how strong, there is still variability in the guidance here. This is the latest from the GFS showing a full-on hurricane in the Panhandle. Meanwhile, the ECMWF shows something a bit weaker out here. Both have something out here, though, just off of the west coast, passing towards the west of Tampa and coming up into the Florida Panhandle. Now, here's the key things. Track does remain uncertain at this time. Possible tropical depression or storm even by the weekend here. And once that does happen, we're going to get more of a concrete answer on where this is going to be going and how it could impact your day. But regardless, it is going to increase the rainfall across the first coast. And all depends on this guy right here. We have a high pressure ridge that's going to set up just towards our north. And I think regardless of where this is going to go, that is going to cause it to block and could potentially linger across the southeastern U.S. Here's the GFS showing you what I was talking about here with this pushing off towards north. And actually the extended outlook with this still has it lingering just near the first coast and thus increasing rain showers.